DeQuantin joined the program following elementary school, and his teachers said he showed an immediate knack for photography. DeQuantin's mother, LaQuanya Stewart, says journalism has been a blessing for the family and that it's helped her son become more outgoing. But she says she was not expecting him to produce such a well-thought-out video on the violence at school.
That was kind of a shocker because that's not a conversation that most teenagers as boys talk about or say that, wait, this is not the problem. It starts before then.
And the surprise didn't stop there. When the video was being made, Johns Hopkins principal Barry Brown was one of the first subjects interviewed. He says his middle schoolers have been so professional, he first thought adults were doing most of the work.
I think my first take, I made them stop. My first interview, I had some kids come in, and I had to pull data. Guys, you got to, who wrote these questions? Who? And they were looking at each other like, and one of the kids was like, I did.
In fact, that was 8th grader and lead reporter Alexis Barnhart grilling Principal Brown.
We need to come up with hardcore questions that get us the answers that we need for the project. You have to show them that you're actually serious, and then they can actually hold a conversation with you.
While Brown admits being nervous about how the video would reflect on his school, he says the journalism program has been great for both students and faculty at Johns Hopkins, where violence and fighting have declined in the last 2 years.
How often does a middle school kid get a chance to come in with his own list of questions that they've developed themselves and question a principal? And that principal's going to have to give him some answers. I've seen kids that are in the hallway ripping and running and being, our typical middle school kids, and coming here and yes sir, no sir, setting up shop, thank you for your time, taking notes. So I think it definitely establishes some professionalism for the kids.
For DeQuantin, who wants to be a firefighter and a photographer when he grows up, journalism has given him a reason to stay in school.
If I didn't have a camera, I would probably be led up with the wrong people and doing the wrong stuff, and I wouldn't probably make it to college.
As for his video, which drew attention from local media outlets and is now gaining national exposure, DeQuantin says there's one person in particular he's hoping will watch it.
I want the president to see what I could do and see what young kids could do, young black American kids. And I want them to know that somebody out there trying to learn and trying to get their education.